here's your national forecast for Friday, January 2nd. Let's get into it with a start in Yellowknife, where this raven kind of posing for the camera. Pretty nice colors on the horizon there in the background. Now, elsewhere, we've got the snowfall. And that could be a story, certainly, as we look into your forecast for today, the second day of 2026. You'll also likely be noticing the cold, as very frigid air is impacting much of the country. Although, when we look into the work week ahead, we'll see a lot of that colder air lift further north and maybe some temperature relief on the way. Now, we do have some relief even coming to parts of northern Canada, where the territory is dealing with some very frigid temperatures today. But take a look at Whitehorse, where we can see over the next few days gradually working towards a -3 high in the forecast by Friday. Compare that to the -29 daytime high for this coming Sunday. So relief on the way, but some patience will be needed there. Meanwhile, for parts of British Columbia, it's going to be an active pattern for southern areas where the rainfall building in some impressive rainfall amounts when we look all the way through Sunday. Meanwhile, weekend snowfall at higher elevations could also be delivering some impressive totals. You see 50 centimeters forecast in the Whistler area, and temperatures looking mild for today. 7-degree high for Vancouver, 9 degrees for Tofino. And the wind, not much of a factor for today, but picking up into our Saturday morning. For the prairies, we're talking snowfall over Alberta early on our Friday, shifting further into Saskatchewan and southern Manitoba into the afternoon and evening. And a couple rounds of snow will just continue for the region, but the higher amounts forecast are more so into Alberta, although parts of central Saskatchewan could be getting some decent accumulations, but less so once we head further into Manitoba, although the Parkland region, maybe around 10 centimeters expected here through the next couple of days. This afternoon, we're looking at cold temperatures and parts of southern Alberta, like Calgary, with even colder weather on the way, a -9-degree high for Sunday. But as you can see, many will be getting some more favorable temperatures as we get into the early part of the week ahead. Well, we head to the first sunrise of the year in Port Stanley. And it's looking pretty good with some nice colors on the horizon there. But let's talk about whether maybe some more snowfalls on the way, because the Great Lakes will be continuing to see that lake effect activity for today. Meanwhile, some heavier snowfall in parts of the Quebec, like the lower St. Lawrence. So this lake effect snow, well, it's been pretty persistent over the last few days, and it's going to, all the way through the day tomorrow, make for some decent totals for areas like Sault Ste. Marie off Lake Superior. But when we head into more southern parts of Ontario, even higher snowfall totals forecast, up to 40 centimeters. Not much of that expected to make its way to the GTA. But the cold certainly has made its way well into both Ontario and Quebec, with our wind chill values today quite difficult to negotiate, especially into southern Quebec, where Montreal is -13 degrees, feeling like -20. Now, looking over the next few days for southern Quebec, this is going to be the case for Ontario as well. It's going to be a multi-day stretch of cold weather, not seeing any relief through Monday, but maybe beyond that, we'll start to work back to some more palatable temperatures. Now we head to Atlantic Canada for Newfoundland. There's a look at the snowfall all the way through Monday morning. So we're starting off with some active weather on our Friday, but for Newfoundland, it's mostly rain mixed with snow. Maritime still dealing with that snowfall with cooler temperatures there. But let's fast forward into our late Friday and early Saturday morning time frame, where this system looking to bring some heavy snowfall to parts of Newfoundland and still a bit of rain mixed in, but it's going to be one system after another impacting Newfoundland. So the heavy snowfall likely to really accumulate as we get deep into the weekend, into our Monday morning. Temperature-wise, we're still mild for Newfoundland, but things are looking a lot colder into the Maritimes for the day. Looking over the next few days, we'll see that cold air is going to be here to stay right through into the beginning of the work week, with cold air eventually arriving into Newfoundland.